Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/TrueOffMyChest, where OP couldn't see the hypocrisy of his actions. Let's begin. My girlfriend won't have sex with me, and it's driving me up the wall. Posted by Reddit user Casey Webb.
It's just as it says. In the last 6 months we've had sex once. I know why. About 6 months ago she started on a higher dose of antidepressants and it killed her libido. I'm getting to the point where I'm considering leaving, because for me sex is an important part of a relationship. I needed to feel good in a relationship. I have spoken to her about my concerns about our sex life multiple times, and at first, I got responses along the lines of "I'll try to put some effort in to get in the mood. Sorry, the new meds and stress have been screwing with me lately." I thought that was a good response. I waited and nothing. She didn't try to initiate or bring up the issue. After about a month and a bit of not trying to initiate sex as not to pressure her after she's agreed to try put more effort in, I bring up the issue again. This time I just get an "I understand," and every time I brought the issue up after it's been some form of that response or just okay. And this has always been brought up in person. I feel like she doesn't care about my needs in the relationship because she thinks I won't leave over an issue like sex, and she's getting all the security, affection, and non-sexual intimacy she needs to be satisfied. Honestly, I thought I wouldn't break up over something like sex either, but at this point I'm seriously considering it because it seems that my needs aren't being met and my attempts to address it are being ignored. I just don't know what to do.
Did you try working the shaft?
Classy.
Edit 1. So to add an addendum, me and my girlfriend have been together for about 3.5 years, and prior to the new meds, sex life was good with both of us taking initiative fairly often. She has spoken to the doctor about disliking the new meds for more reasons than the sex drive. I am frustrated and want to end things with her, but do not, I'm sure that sound nonsensical, but I need sex to feel happy in a relationship. I have a fairly high libido and need it to feel happy in a relationship. But I also do love her and feel really shitty about wanting to break up over sex. But it really is making me feel shitty about myself and my feeling of effort put in to make her happy and secure in the relationship versus the amount of effort she puts in. We have both had times of low libido, as well. It's normal to not always to feel the same level of desire, but the longest it's gone on prior to this is a month or two with no sex. I also want it to be understood that I feel no animosity towards her, nor do I think she's a bad person for this. However, it does make me feel less desired and heard as a partner. Edit 2. For those saying she's cheating, she isn't. I know she isn't. We spend most of our days together, and when she does go out, she usually asks me to accompany her due to her anxiety.
OP, it's okay that you have your needs, and it's okay to break up because you're unhappy. At the moment, you are not compatible, and it's kinder to leave than to keep having conversations about something she cannot change. She is on meds after all. But OP, before you do break up with her, please consider couples therapy first. Good luck, man. And now for today's second story. I told my girlfriend to rein in her daddy issues while we're visiting my family. Posted by Reddit user OKMeal.
Throwaway because my cousins know my actual account. My girlfriend Shay and I are on a small vacation to my hometown. She's only ever met my dad and extended family, aunt, uncle, and cousins over the phone, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to introduce everyone properly. But since we've arrived, Shay's behavior towards my dad has been seriously off-putting. For example, I thought it would be fun if we all went horseback riding. My younger cousins do it as a hobby, so I thought it would be nice to do an activity we'd all like. But Shay wouldn't even get on the horse because she said she was scared. It's been years since I've been on a horse, but they were so calm and honestly not a problem at all. I offered to stay with her while the others enjoyed themselves, but she insisted I go because my dad already offered to stay behind. He doesn't usually go horseback riding either. It was weird that she didn't want me there too, but I left it be. There have been other instances too, like how she asked my dad to show her around town instead of staying with me and meeting my old friend from high school. It was an impromptu meetup. We literally ran into him while we were looking for somewhere to get lunch with my dad. But it would have been nice if she made the effort to get to know him instead of going with my dad. The final straw was when we were all at my aunt's house for dinner. Shay made cupcakes. Baking is kinda her thing, and she made some chocolate and peanut butter ones specifically because they're my dad's favorite. She made a few different types of cupcakes, but none of the others were my other relatives' favorite flavors. When we got back to our Airbnb, I confronted her. I know Shay's dad left when she was a teen and they're no contact, so I figured she might be clinging to my dad because it's nice to have a fatherly presence, and not something she's used to. I asked her jokingly to rein in her daddy issues and to stop being so clingy with my dad. She blew up at me, telling me that she's trying her best to fit in and that I've put no effort in making her feel welcome. Neither of us were willing to compromise, and I ended up sleeping somewhere else for the night. I need to talk things out with her today, but before I do, I want to make sure I'm not in the wrong. And now for OP's update. Okay, I get it, I'm wrong. Even though a lot of you were really harsh in the comments of my last post, I appreciate the honesty and think I needed it. I read every comment and I understand it was wrong of me to joke about a potentially triggering topic around my girlfriend. Me joking about it was an asshole thing to do, and any concerns I had I should have said in a much better way. I went back to the Airbnb today and you'll never guess who was there with my girlfriend. Yes, it was my father. He was in the kitchen cleaning up what looked like leftovers from breakfast. He said he stopped by a cafe that's at the end of the street and bought us breakfast, but I wasn't there when he arrived. By that point, Shay told him everything about our argument and he wasn't happy. Where was Shay when I arrived back? My dad said she was in the shower and getting ready and that they were going to go to my aunt's house looking for me. They both presumed that's where I was, considering I wasn't at the Airbnb nor was I with my dad. We talked and I helped him clean up their breakfast. While I did, I saw the receipt in the to-go bag. Considering the cafe he bought the breakfast in is literally 5 to 10 minutes away, and he came straight from there to the Airbnb, it's safe to assume he spent at least 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours at the Airbnb before I arrived. But sure, that's normal. I didn't bring this up or even question it. I've learned my lesson about bringing up stupid and immature concerns. My dad reiterated a lot of the things people said in my post, like how Shay didn't want me to miss out on the horseback riding, that she wanted to give me time with my friend without being the third wheel, and he said that his favorite cupcake flavor came up while they were walking around town together. It was an embarrassing conversation, and while we didn't discuss everything I wanted, it's a start. When my dad left, I spoke to Shay and apologized. She was really quiet, and when we talked about it further, she was crying a lot. The only thing she really said is that we have underlying issues from before this vacation and that this whole ordeal just adds to it. We were supposed to go to a games night at my aunt's tonight, but Shay said she isn't going and that she wants some time to think. I respect that. I don't know if Shay wants me to stay at the Airbnb tonight or not, but I'm glad she didn't immediately break up with me like some of you suggested. Edit, we broke up. She's staying at a hotel tonight and then leaving tomorrow.
Damn, OP. You're still here insinuating something happened between your girlfriend and your father. It sounds like that you are the jealous little shit with the daddy issues. You may want to see a therapist for that. Look, man, I'm glad that she dumped you so she wouldn't waste any more of her time. And now for today's final story. I caught my wife sexting her ex-boyfriend from college, and I'm okay with it under one condition. Posted by Reddit user Can I Kick It?
So one day I could not find my phone in our house. My wife's phone was on the kitchen counter, so I decided to use her phone to call mine so I could locate it while it was ringing. As I opened her phone, we knew each other's passcodes. It was in a texting thread with her ex-boyfriend who lives across the country, where they were sharing intimate pictures and videos of themselves. I found out this has been going on for 9 months. At first, I was shocked and angry, but that subsided when I knew I could use this situation to my advantage. A bit about my wife and I. We have been together 9 years and married for 3. We both have well-paying jobs, no kids. We have sex 3 to 4 times a week and have an adventurous bedroom. My wife has had a self-image and confidence issues for the last few years because of weight gain.
Good Lord, how is he so fat?
She always calls herself fat and says I am so much better looking than she is. I reassure her that I think she is sexy and beautiful and give her lots of words of affirmation as she says this is her love language. However, I must admit that I do not find her as attractive as when we were dating before this weight gain. I would never tell her this. When she brings up being dissatisfied with her weight, I try to be supportive and ask if there is anything I can do that can help her. But my attempts are met with her saying how lucky I am to have such good genes and my parents aren't overweight like hers. It infuriates me when she says things like this because I am someone who prioritizes my health and well-being and puts in the work, while she does not. I enjoy going to the gym and would go 7 days a week if I had the time. I also completed my first triathlon this year, which I am proud of and trained hard for. I think it helps that I was a college athlete as training and discipline was ingrained in my daily routine during those years. I have tried endlessly to get her to come to the gym with me, offered to pay for a trainer or any other type of fitness class she has an interest in, but she declines saying she won't like it or doesn't have time. Anyways, here is my dilemma. Since I am in the gym a lot, I have met some pretty good friends who share my passion for fitness. One of these friends is a woman around the same age as me. She is very attractive and is extremely fit. She is single and knows I have a wife. She has also met my wife. We have gone out for drinks as a group with our other gym friends, and I have noticed she always takes the seat next to mine. Couple of times she has sat on my lap, which I felt awkward about, but it also excited me. My wife rarely comes to these outings with the group because she says she doesn't view these people as her friends, just mine. My gym friend has expressed interest in just the two of us grabbing dinner or drinks together, but I have declined each time out of respect to my marriage, but I find her invitations very tempting. Now that I know my wife has opened up our marriage, I feel justified in pursuing something with my gym friend. The spark is undeniable with her, and the thought of our naked bodies laying on top one another drives me mad. We will be grabbing drinks as a group tomorrow night, and I intend on being open to her advances and being flirtatious back to see where it leads. I have also decided to tell my wife that I know about her sexting affair with her ex-boyfriend and that I am okay with it, but I will be pursuing an affair of my own. I didn't want to go behind her back and thought being open about the situation would be best. I expect her to get emotional and shed a lot of tears, but my mind is made up. I've always been an eye for an eye type of person and would not be able to forgive her without having an experience of my own. I would hold way too much resentment towards her. It is likely our marriage ends in divorce if she is not okay with me pursuing this, and I am okay with that. I believe the split would be amicable. I know a lot of people will say go to marriage counseling, and we have in the past, likely will go after this. I am not sure what good marriage counseling will do if my wife has been engaged in this behavior and hiding it while we were in counseling. TLDR, wife caught sexting ex-boyfriend and I am okay with it, but will be pursuing my own affair.
Nope, no, don't do this, OP. All these revenge affairs always ends in disaster. Also, you said that you hate your wife for sexting with an old boyfriend, but you continue to attend gatherings with a flirtatious gym friend who sat on your lap and got you excited. Can you not see the hypocrisy here, OP? Just get a damn divorce, dude. No, actually, don't get a divorce. I need some good Reddit content to post on my channel, particularly about a post on how your marriage fell apart. I'll definitely be looking out for your update. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.